I would like to do a brief video about my experience with AI, and I like to use a lot of very different tools, such as Google Gemini, such as ChatGPT, which are the most important tools in my view. And I also try sometimes to use Claude, or maybe even let's say DeepSeek or something else. And this week in my newsletter, I was basically trying to overwhelm those systems, and it did succeed. So that for Gemini, its Pro variation of version couldn't do what I was trying it to do for me to perform the analysis. And then Gemini Flash has actually been very successful, very useful for that in a strange way. At the same time, it didn't use as many references. I usually try to do something more academic. I try to bring academic references to bear on the analysis of current events, and Google usually does a very good job with that. At the same time, I do notice at this time that essentially one needs to do one's homework in terms of not maybe so much as with the amount of load one puts amount of the text, but maybe with the formatting, the selection of topics, etc., etc. In other words, AI won't do it for you, so that you have to be able to do that on your own, to prepare the materials and then ask it in a proper prompt how do you want the data to be analyzed. And then ChatGPT, I'm never quite satisfied with it, and I've tried once a paid version. It didn't really live up to my expectations because ChatGPT does its own thing, and there are no options which you can choose, let's say, in terms of the model, etc. Maybe it will change in the future. At the same time, that was not like, it is never like exactly there, so that I use it as a secondary tool, and it does a decent job. At the same time, it is not like really out there, so that I combine Google and ChatGPT, and you can see the outcomes in my newsletter.